Hello, my name is Elisabeth Grisella and I'm from Factual and Discursive Reading Class A, and today I'm going to do book report on Kidnap by Robert Louis Stevenson. So this book is a historical fiction and it has 317 pages, and Kidnap is set in Scotland in the year 1751. So the reason I choose this book is because at first I saw this book in the bookstore and I have no idea what this book is all about, and it is also a historical fiction type of book, which is not my favorite genre, but in the end I decided to give it a shot to see what the story was like. So this book tells the story about a young man named David Bulwer, who is 17 years old orphan. His dad recently passed away and then his mother passed away a long time ago, and he wanted to seek for his fortune and decided to meet his uncle named Ebenezer Balfour from the House of Shells. So when he see his uncle, he found out that he actually came from a wealthy family. And after they have a conversation and stay with Uncle Ebenezer for a while, David started to become aware and suspicious of how his uncle behaved. And then moments after that, both of them, David and Uncle Ebenezer, decided to go to the port of the Queen's Ferry to meet Captain Hoseason. So Captain Hoseason delivers the message that he wanted to see David's uncle, so both of them decided to go there to meet him. And when they reunited, David thought that Captain Hoseason seems very pleasant. Little did he know that Captain Hoseason was actually planning to send him to the slavery. And in time skip, they found a new survivor named Alan Brack Stewart, and Captain Hoseason was planning to kill Alan to get his money, but David knew what was going to happen and tells Alan what was the plan, and eventually both of them working together to fight against Captain Hoseason and all of the sailors, and eventually they won. And basically after that, there's a lot of chaos happened in the ship, and both David and Alan continued their journey to Edinburgh and met with the lawyer of Ebenezer, his uncle, and found out that David is actually the rightful owner of the House of Shells, which I previously mentioned is the house that his uncle used to stay. And he also found out that his uncle is the one who paid Captain Hoseason to send him to the slavery. And then the story ends with just Alan going back to France and David wanders into town to claim his fortune. Okay, so for my general opinion, as for the type of the book itself, since it is a historical fiction, there are indeed a lot of words that I didn't understand the meaning, especially as a non-Scottish reader. But I found myself relating to David by how he behaves in the story. Like he was likable, he was loyal, intelligent, and he is also brave. And yeah, like the story is solid, the characters are meaningful and they interact very well, and the plot was really good and comprehensible. And probably one thing that I want to mention is that I feel like the ending feels abrupt, and I feel like it needs more, or at least one more chapter before it actually ends. Either way, I still think that this is a good book. Okay, now what did I like best from the book? I really like the major character development of David Bulwer. Like as you can see, the beginning of the story, like David was just a naive country boy. Like he was so young and inexperienced, and he easily falls into his uncle's traps. But through the end of the book, you can see that he completely changed. Like he went through ups and downs and he gained many experiences. And while Alan, his friends, is another thing. Like he played a big role in the book, and especially plays an important part of David's development. However, I don't really see much character development from him, especially at the end of the story. Like there seems not much evidence that he has been changed at all. And I think this what makes the story is great. Like Alan was more down to earth, kind-hearted, and intelligent, while Alan has his own like questionable ethics and has a high opinion of himself. And these two characters fit each other despite their differences. What did I like least from the book? I think it's just the fact that it took a long time for me to finish it because of how hard the language were used. I mean, it was written in English mixed with Scottish dialogue, and I struggled so much to follow the story. And at first, I didn't even understand half of what the book was saying. And I read the book two times and eventually started to understand the story. I mean, the plot of the story itself was really easy to follow, but the language used makes it hard. In the end, though, I would give this book a 4 stars because I genuinely think it is a great book, and I would definitely recommend this book to my friend if you're interested because it delivers a lot of great messages of how we can grow and be better by all of the obstacles and problems we went through. And it also shows the importance of friendship, that it can make things better. And it also contains a lot of historical facts and knowledge. And yeah, even though I fully understand why people, especially non-Scottish reader, can't really seem to enjoy the book because of the language, I still think this is a great book and it proves how great Robert Louis Stevenson is. So I think that is all from me. Thank you for watching.